afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today, we got ourselves another quality check with Tesla's best-selling vehicle, the Model Y. And let's do a quality check with these new Model Ys. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, we got ourselves a blue Model Y, and this has the protective plastic. Don't worry, they peel this off, and they only have this plastic here for protection during their transportation. They wrap the front of the bumper to make sure that there's no rock chips, because guess what? It's possible, and anything is possible. So this will be taken off, your car will be buffed, everything will be prepped and ready to go. So take a look at the left side, taking a look at the hood, taking a look at the left side and the right side. You want to examine both. Here's the rims underneath your hubcaps, and I highly recommend that you powder coat these rims, and you'll get yourself a nice look, and you won't have to pay that much. Here's a look at the VIN. Take a look at the glass roof, and let's continue on here. This also has the plastic protective on this, and that's great. Is it flush? And guess what, guys? It's flush. Great. Let's check the back door to see if it's flush, and guess what? It's flush. Now let's take a look at this panel up here. Gap is very minimal. That's good. This gap over here is a little bit big for my liking, and it doesn't say consistent, because look at down there. You want your gap to be like this, and if you look at this, you can see it's increased. So that's a slight issue. And let's look at the rear. And Tesla has been, the rear, I don't think I've ever seen a defect on the rear. But on the right side here and the left side, I always see defects. Okay, so look at this gap over here. This is beautiful. And also on the right side, you can see there's a gap over here. So that definitely would have to be addressed. And yeah, it's not flush. So unfortunately, I cannot pass this Model Y. Let's move on to another Model Y. So all right, we have ourselves another Model Y, and let's take a look. Starting off from the left side, and let's move on to the right side. Take a look at the bumper, take a look at the hood to make sure that everything is aligned properly. And these are the black rims. Let's take a look at the van. Let's take a look at the driver's side door. Everything's looking good. Let's take a look at the glass roof, and let's do the door test. Let's see if it's flush. And it is flush. And the one thing you also want to do is make sure that the door handles sit flush with your Model Y. There's been several occasions when people will notice that their door handle will go in. And if you see that, make sure you have it fixed. Let's see if the back over here is flush, and guess what? It is. This gap is a little bit big for my liking, but yeah. And in there, that gap over here, you can see as it gets thin. So this one has a slight issue over here. Let's look at the rear. The charge port door is flush. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the right side. Oh, the right side panel is beautiful. Let's take a look at that. This panel up top here. Beautiful. Let's see the door test to see if it's flush, and it's flush. That's what we want to see, and it's flush. But due to the fact that it does have that trunk issue and the gap just needs to be addressed, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this a fail. So let's move on to our third and final Model Y. All right, we got ourselves another Model Y, and this is our final Model Y for today. So let's start off looking at the left side. Let's look at the bumper. Let's look at the hood, and let's look at the right side. All right, so these are the rims that if you powder coat these rims, they look good, and they're right underneath your hubcaps. So once you take your hubcaps off, you'll see these rims underneath. Take a look at the glass roof to make sure everything is all right. Now let's take a look at the driver's side to make sure that the panel's beautiful. And let's take a look at the interior. This is the white with the black interior. Highly recommend the black interior if you have kids. If you don't, you might want to get your white interior, because that white interior looks phenomenal. Okay, so this door's nice and flush. This gap over here is not that bad. Wish it was better, but it's not that bad. It's not something that I would really be upset about. So this over here on this left side is surprisingly good. So I like seeing that. So all right, let's continue on with the rear. And over here looks fine. I don't know why there's a plastic piece covering this side. I don't know, maybe a possibility could have been damaged, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. Okay, the right side is beautiful, and that's what we want to see. Panel is fine. Let's take a look to see if it's flush. And guess what, guys? It is flush. Let's see the door to see if it's flush, and it is flush. So I will be giving this Model Y a pass. The gaps are very minimal, and that's what we want to see. So if you're looking to get a Model Y, guess what? Now's the best time to do it. They're selling like hotcakes. They're flying out the door, and they're currently sold out for the third quarter. But if you want one now before the end of the year, try to order one now, because there's the possibility that somebody's order may get canceled and you might get pushed up on the line. So get your orders in now. Order yourself a Model 3, Y, S, or X, even a Cybertruck, a Powerwall. So all right, if you found this video informative, smash the like button. And until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye. That's all I gotta say, so thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.